Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using some Flower Beauty products that I have not opened or used or touched or anything of that matter. And they've just been sitting over here in the corner of my room, and I wanted to actually do a video for you. I created the look that I have on now. So if you want to see how I got this look and how these products work for me, then just keep watching. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with these Flower Beauty products. Now, these are some products that are not new to the line. They have actually been out for a while, but I wanted to go ahead and try some of them. I have been wanting to try the Flower Light Fusion foundation, and yeah, so today's going to be the first time I get to use that. I did buy a perfecting powder, and then I got a blush in Peach Primrose. I also purchased a Wanderlust eyeshadow palette, and this one is NYC Midnight Manhattan. Looks like this. And then I have a couple of lip liners that I have already used before, but I wanted to go ahead and put them back in this video because these lip liners are bomb. They're so good. And then I bought the Flower Full Coverage Concealer in Light Illusion, and I think I got the color Light Medium. And then I purchased a couple of the Hydrasilk Ultimate Lip Butters, and I also purchased the Flower Pore Perfect Instant Blur Stick and Multitasking Foundation. And this one I purchased in a darker color because I want to go ahead and do some type of contour with this. But I also purchased it for this part as well. It's a little blur stick here. And I'm going to use that to prime actually my pore area. Let's see, that's pretty much it for Flower Beauty products. But let's just go ahead and get started. I did put my moisturizer on and all my skincare, so it's been sitting on my face for a while. I did put a little bit of sunblock as well because I'm going to be heading out today to run some errands. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I bought this really cute headband at Ulta. It's got these little cat ears on it. They have like 2 or 3 different other ones, and I really wanted this one. This is so cute. The only problem is I feel like it's slipping from my head, so I don't know if it's gonna stay. If it doesn't, then I'll have to get something else to pull my hair back. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. You can't even see the ears, can you? They're kind of like flopping backwards instead of forwards. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be using the Sonia Kashuk Beauty Blender only because I truly love this beauty blender. It is going to be in my favorites video for this month. I do love the Flower Beauty sponge, but I don't love it as much as I love this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. But if you haven't tried the Flower Beauty sponge, try and get it because it is a good sponge for a reasonable price, and usually you find them at Walmart. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with putting some lip plumper on my lips. And I forgot to mention that I did buy this Flower Eyebrow Pencil. It's a smudge resistant pencil for eyebrows in the color Dark Brunette. So I forgot to mention this while I was mentioning all the other products that I purchased. So let me go ahead and prime my face. I'm going to go ahead and use this Flower Pore Perfect Instant Blur Stick, and I'm going to use, it looks like this, and I'm actually going to use this in my pore, or around my pores. And just kind of pat that in. And it does seem like it is blurring my pores a little bit. Doesn't feel like greasy or anything. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I use that, and then I'm going to go in with a Smashbox water primer because I did not buy a Flower Beauty primer for the rest of my face. I've been loving the Smashbox Photo Finish So Chill Coconut Primer Water. Been loving this stuff. So I'm going to spray that all over my face. So I'm going to let this dry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer because I did not buy an eye primer. from Flower Beauty. So this is the color Light Medium, and it comes in this little plastic tube. It's really pretty packaging. And then let's look at the color, because I hope this works. But yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, let me go ahead and prime my eyes with this. That is some really creamy concealer. It's smoothing out really nicely with this brush. Okay, so next we're going to go into this Wanderlust palette, and it's the NYC Midnight Manhattan palette. The colors in here are stunning. So it comes like this. It's just a little plastic window so you can see all the colors, and those are the colors there. Just beautiful shadows. Now, there is what seems to be a transition shade here. I think I'm going to use that, which is this color here, as my transition shade. And then I'm going to go in with probably the purple and the dark purple, and then maybe put some of these other colors in the center of my lid. So we'll just go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and set my eyes, because I did not do that. And I'm going to set it with some setting powder. I'm using the Makeup Revolution setting powder. And I'm just going to set that concealer with a Morphe E27 fluffy brush. Now I'm going to go in with this Sigma Diffuse Crease Brush. It's an E38. And I'm going to go into that kind of like a peachy brown color here for my crease. And I'm going to move the mirror just a little bit towards me so that I can see what I'm doing. Oh, this is nice. It's really pigmented, much more than I thought it would be. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's really nicely pigmented. And I love the color. It's a beautiful transition color. Okay, so now that I've blended all of that out in my crease, I'm going to go ahead and go with this Sigma E25. Is it E25? Yeah. I'm going to go in with this Sigma E25. It's a blending brush, and I'm going to go into the, I'm going to go into this purple right here, this purple shade. And I'm going to use that in my crease. And on the corner of my eye, just on the outside corner. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, I love this color. Guys, these colors are very pigmented. It looks so nice. So I just blend it on the corner, and then I go into my crease. And it's blending really nicely with the shade that I put down first. I'm going to add a little bit more, just on the corners. I've got three colors here that I'm looking at. One of them is more of a green tone, but it has like some purple or pink undertone. It's kind of like that duochrome. And then I've got a really bright, kind of like the, what's it called? The highlighters that are kind of like the, iridescent. So what I think I'm going to do is go in with the green, only because that green tone has a little bit of, looks like a little bit of kind of purplish undertone. So I'm going to go ahead and take this MAC 242 brush, and I'm just going to dip it into this color here, which is like that green color that I was talking about. And I'm going to go ahead and place that on my lid. Yep, that's not too bad. That looks really nice. And it blends beautifully with that purple, believe it or not. It really does. It looks really nice. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that same E25, the Sigma brush, and I'm going to go into this dark purple shade, and I'm just going to put that a little bit on the outside to give it some depth, just right there in the corner. And I'm only dabbing it in, tapping off the excess, and then just going into that corner. I love doing this because it just makes the eyeshadow just kind of pop. You know, all the other colors pop. That's a pretty color too. These shadows, guys, are so nice. They're so pigmented. So much more than I thought they were going to be. I'm just really surprised. I really am. And it's just amazing how beautiful they are and how well they blend together. So that's that right there, and I like that. I like the way that looks. I'm going to go ahead and grab the diffuse crease brush that I used initially with that first color, and I'm just going to kind of blend everything together there at the top so I don't have any harsh lines. And that's going to be it for now for the eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get started with the foundation. I have two of the Light Illusion Luminous Makeup foundations. I got two colors because I wasn't sure which one would actually match. And I'm a bit self-tanned right now. I've been self-tanning quite a bit here lately. And I think I'm going to go with the darker shade. I think it's going to be, gosh, I don't see where the name is. Okay, here it is. So I have Classic Tan and I have Tawny. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go with Tawny because I think Tawny is actually going to be my shade. So let me go ahead and shake that up. I have not used this foundation. I am so excited that I'm finally getting to use it today because I heard so many good things about it. So it actually comes in a beautiful glass bottle, and it comes with this plastic white top. It's so pretty. The packaging is just gorgeous on these Flower Beauty products. And so it comes with a pump, which is a definite plus. I know a lot of people like it when a foundation comes with a pump because it's so much easier to use. But I'm going to go ahead and pump that on the back of my hand. And I'm going to pump just probably about, if it comes out, it's not coming out. Oh, there it goes. Ooh. It's a lot thicker than what I thought it was going to be. You see that? It's really not watery at all. So I'm going to go ahead and dab that on my face. I just did probably about a pump and just a little bit, not a half, but just a little bit. And I'm going to dab this on my face, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it in with my Sonia Kashuk sponge. And that color works out just perfectly with my neck and the rest of my body. From the looks of it, it looks like more of a medium coverage. It's not quite full, but I'm wondering if we can build it up to full. But it looks really pretty and glowy. I don't know if y'all can tell, just like a little slight glow. It just looks really pretty. So I'm going to go in with another full pump. Okay, so that didn't give me complete full coverage, but it gave me a nice high medium coverage. And it doesn't look cakey. It looks really nice and glowy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is. It looks beautiful on the skin. Just gorgeous. And I'm going to bring some down, put some on my ears, and bring some down my neck. It's really pretty, guys. I really like it. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the concealer. I'm going to place that on my under eyes. The concealer seems like a very almost moussey consistency, but it's not moussey. I don't know how to explain it. It's not watery though. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend all that in. I'm also gonna add some to the top of my nose, just the bridge, and then here a little bit on my forehead and the top of my upper lip, Cupid's bow. I'm just gonna blend that all out. The concealer looks really nice. It has not creased on me, but I'm still gonna go ahead and set it with a powder like I normally set my concealers, and I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Banana Powder. And I've got this Morphe M510 brush that I've been using for my under eyes to set that powder. And I'll just set that forehead, the bridge of my nose. All right, so far this looks really nice. It does give a beautiful, like, healthy glow to the skin, which I love. I'm all about that healthy glow. I'm all about looking just vibrant and, you know, just really fresh. So I like that part. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Pore Perfect. It's the multitasking foundation stick, and it had that Pore primer on it. But I'm gonna go ahead, I got a darker color, and I got the color, I don't know what color this is, guys. I don't see a name on it. I'll list everything down below, and I'll list what color I used. But we're gonna go ahead and use this to somewhat contour bronze on my cheek, under my cheekbones. So we're gonna go ahead and try to do that with this. Right here. And then just dab it. It's not a bad color for bronzing and contouring. It's on the warm side, but you guys know I like warm contour. I use other things for contouring, like cooler contours, you know, where they're a little bit darker and maybe a little bit more brown, not so much gray. But I love like stuff like this where it gives more of a, you know, just a healthy glow, a healthy look. And I like a little bit warmer contour. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Sonia Kashuk sponge, and I'm just gonna take the edge of it right here, and I'm just gonna blend all that out. That blended out beautifully. It looks so pretty. Such a great color for contouring and bronzing the skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Well People Bio Brightener Invisible Powder. I've used this before on my channel. It's a great powder. You can get it at Target if I'm not mistaken, but it's called Well People, and I love it. It's just a great powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Sigma Tapered Face brush. It's a large tapered face brush, and it's F25, and I'm just gonna dip that into some product and then just set my face. And I don't want to set too much because I don't want that glow to go away. I'm just setting the areas of my skin very lightly, and mainly in the T-zone where I get oily. So, all right, so now we're gonna go ahead and bronze our face, and I'm gonna be using, of course, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Deep, and this bronzer is so good, guys. It is one of my favorite drugstore bronzers. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It's the Japanesque tapered brush, and I'm just gonna swirl my brush in there, tap off the excess, and just bronze my face. Okay. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I want to use this eyebrow pencil, and I'm gonna have to do this off camera. And you guys know how I am about my brows. Takes forever. You guys would be here for days if you had to watch me do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and did my brows, but guys, I wanna tell you something about this pencil. It is very pigmented and it has somewhat of a waxy feel to it. It was, I was kind of scared of it because it was so pigmented, and then doing my brows, it was like I was trying to be a little gentle-handed. So it is a nice pigmented pencil. It's very creamy, and I say somewhat waxy feel because if you're like me, a person who doesn't know how to do their brows really well, you're gonna probably be a little bit intimidated by this. So if you do buy it, you know, just go in with a light hand. I think it did a really, really good job. I think in some parts, I feel like it just, you know, it got too dark. So I know if they look a little bit off, it's probably because of that. So anyway, it is a good product. It's not for everybody. So anyway, check it out if you want something that's a little bit more pigmented, and if you're, you know, good at doing brows, you might really like this. All right, let's go ahead and go in with the powder blush. I got it in the peach primrose color. This is one of the popular colors that Flower Beauty has out, and it's just a really pretty peach color. I did buy this before, which I'm so mad because I have two of them. So I'm gonna have to take one of them back, and I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, it's this beautiful peach color, and it looks like that. It's just a really pretty peach color. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the small tapered brush by Japanesque, and I'm gonna actually place that all over my cheeks. Ooh, it looks pigmented. We'll see. Yes, it's very pigmented, but so pretty. See that? That's a beautiful peach color. That's gonna be really pretty for spring and summer. I don't know what I'm saying, spring and summer. We're probably already getting close to summer, huh? So we're almost done with spring. But that's it right there. It's so pretty. Okay, so now, let's see. I'm gonna use the same large tapered brush, and I'm gonna go into the Flower Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. I'm gonna go ahead and just place this all over my face, just to give it a little bit more coverage. I got the color Caramel 01, or no, it's actually Caramel D1, and I don't know if this is gonna be my color, but we'll see. It's like this. Comes again with this little see-through window, and it comes with a little sponge in here. Now, lately, guys, on some of my powders, I have been using the sponge, and I'll tell you why. If you take this sponge that's in here and rub it in there, and then just set your makeup, gently set your makeup, you'll see that it looks more flawless with this sponge. I've noticed that. I have been doing that in the past week or so. Actually, it's been more than that. It makes a huge difference. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the brush first, and then if I want a little more coverage in some areas, then I'll go in with that sponge. So let me go ahead and dab the brush in there, and then put this powder everywhere. Oh, this is a pretty color. Oh, that looks so pretty. It gives a really beautiful finish. So now I'm just gonna go in with the sponge. I'm gonna show you how I do it. I just kind of rub it in there, and then I kind of tap the back of my hand because I don't want too much excess, and then I just go over those areas where I might need a little bit more coverage. And it doesn't look cakey, guys. It looks so, like, just pretty, like really flawless. And then I'll just mesh everything together here. This powder is beautiful. I love this powder, especially with this. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the bottom lash line. I'm gonna use this Real Techniques. It's the shading brush. It's a little bitty shading brush. And I'm gonna go in with that first shade that I went in, the peach shade, and I'm gonna use that on my bottom lash line. I go in with that purple color, this one here. And then I'm gonna put that right on top of there. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with a smaller, it's like this little pointy flat top brush, and it's called a Precise Shader, and it's by the Lamora line. And I'm gonna actually take some of that dark purple, this one right here, and I'm gonna go as close to my lash line as possible, just on the outer corner. And then once I do that, I'm actually gonna smudge it all out with this Real Techniques brush. And I don't mean like smudge it, I mean like blend it. All right. Okay, the eyes came out really nice. I want to do a little bit more. I want to use another color, and I think I'm gonna go in with the iridescent pink, and I'm just gonna use my finger, and it's this color here. I'm gonna rub my finger, and then I'm gonna actually dab it in the center of my eyelid. That is super pigmented, guys. And then what I want to do is I want to take just a little bit of that green color and kind of just blend out the edges. So I'm just going to go in to that green color and just blend it, you know, blend it in with the pink. You know, honestly, this looks really pretty, but even the green by itself, just leaving the green alone and not putting the pink in the center would have been just fine, because it looked really good just with the green. But that pink just kind of makes it stand out just a little bit more. Let's see what else. Oh, lipstick. I forgot about the lipstick. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I've got two colors here of these Hydrasilk Ultimate Lip Butters. And I've got a, oh, okay, nice. They're naked, they're both Naked Petal, okay. All right, so here again, I bought two colors that were the same. So it's Naked Petal. I'm gonna take the other one back. It's Naked Petal, and it's a beautiful kind of like peachy pink color, and I'll swatch it for you so you can see. And these are supposed to be really smooth and nourishing to your lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Flower Beauty lip liner in Toffee. This is one of my favorite lip liners that I've been using by Flower Beauty. And I'm gonna go in with the Naked Petal just inside my lips. So let me go ahead and line my lips with this. This is such a beautiful nude brown color. It's so pretty, and it goes with so many of my lipsticks. Okay, so then I'm going to use this Naked Petal, and I'm going to put that. This looks so pretty together. Ooh, I love that. I'm going to set my face with the Smashbox So Chill Coconut Primer Water, and then I'm going to go in with mascara at the end once it all dries, because the last time I put mascara on first and did this, it just smeared everywhere, so it was horrible. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. Okay guys, I put on my mascara, and you know what I noticed? That I didn't have highlight on, and you know I'm all about the highlight. So I wanted to use this old, it's not old, but it's old to me because I've had it for a while, but it's this Flower Beauty highlighting palette, and it's SP1. I think that's the actual, I don't know that it actually has a name, so I think that's the actual just label for the highlighting palette itself. So it comes like this, and it had a little brush, but I don't know where the brush is. So I'm gonna open it up so you guys can see. And it comes with these colors here. So there's kind of like a very light color highlight, and then there's this kind of pink and then a gold. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and use the pink shade, and let me get a brush. I'm going to use this Real Techniques setting brush to highlight. And this is a really good highlighting palette. It's one of the ones, look at that. Can you believe that? It's one of the ones that a lot of people like. And I've had it for a while, I just have not used it. So this was perfect opportunity for me to use it with this tutorial, since it is Flower Beauty products. Okay guys, I really liked how this look came out. This shadow palette doesn't look like it would be, I don't know, it just didn't look, the colors, looking at the colors from the window, it just didn't look like it was going to be as pigmented, and I really didn't know what to expect. I really didn't expect that it would turn out like this, and I'm just really impressed with these shadows. These are really highly pigmented blendable shadows, and they just look beautiful on the eyes, and I'm really impressed with this palette. And I know that there are 2 other or 3 other palettes that she has actually put in her line. I just don't know what the names of them are, and I'm really excited to try another one. So this was really good. The foundation itself, this foundation looks so nice on the skin. I am so impressed with it. Even though it's not a full coverage like I like, it still looks really pretty, and it does give high medium coverage, so it's not really full coverage, but it's almost there. And I'm telling you guys, this is so good. It's just a beautiful, glowy, just makes your skin look healthy type of foundation. So this is a really good foundation. I'm just really curious to see how long it's gonna last throughout the day. It's about 2:30 right now, and I wanna wear it all day while I run errands and do things around the house. So what I'll do is in the description box, I'll actually put whether I liked it or not. So this is so good so far, and it just looks really pretty on the skin. The powder that I placed on top of it, the powder's just as good as the foundation. It just looks beautiful with the foundation. It goes hand in hand with this foundation, and it has really nice pigmentation. It's not a full coverage powder, but it is a medium coverage powder. So, and it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, nor does it look cakey on the skin. So I really like this powder. The blush is nice too. It's very highly pigmented, and I just hate that I bought 2 of the same color. Maybe when I go back and take that other one back, they'll have another color that's different than this one, and I can try that one out. And let's see, what else did I try? Oh, I already told you guys about the eyebrow pencil, the Hydrasilk Ultimate Lip Butter. This feels really good on the lips. It feels really nourishing on the lips. It doesn't feel drying, and it pairs beautifully with this Toffee. So these 2 right here are going to be some of my go-to lip products to wear together. So this is really good. This stick here, it is supposed to be a foundation, but today I did use it for a contour, kind of bronzy type contour. I don't know how it would do well as a foundation. It does seem like it would be better for drier skin, because when I put the contour on, it was very emollient, and so it might be better for oily, for drier skin tones. But it worked. This actually worked well as a contour stick for me. And the pore minimizing blur stick on the other side, I actually don't see a lot of my pores. It didn't cover them completely, but it doesn't hurt to have this, to put it on before your foundation. But like I said, it didn't cover them completely. I really thought I was going to see more of a coverage around here in my pores, but it doesn't look bad. So it's not going to hurt if you buy this and you want to try the foundation. You'll have this as an extra product. the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. I will say this is a full coverage concealer. It did conceal all of my imperfections underneath my eyes, and it did set well when I put the Makeup Revolution banana powder over it. I don't know how it would work without it because I always set my concealer. I wish that I didn't have to set my concealer, but I do have under eye wrinkles, and I do want the concealer to look smooth instead of it settling in my wrinkles. So having said that, this is a great concealer for people who do have under eye wrinkles. It's very, what's the word I'm saying? It's not drying at all. It's very moisturizing underneath the eye. It doesn't slip or anything, so once you blend it in, it blends in beautifully. I really like it, and I think it is a full coverage concealer. I would not say that it's medium coverage because I do feel that, in my opinion, it did cover my circles under my eyes. So this is a really good concealer. I don't think, guys, that I was disappointed by any of their products. I don't really have anything negative to say about the products. I did mention how the eyebrow product was probably a little bit harder for me to use than any of the other products, but even that product is a good product. It's just that I need to practice a little bit more with that particular eyebrow product. So anyway, yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will be putting more videos out for you guys, so look forward to those. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and push the little notification bell. It will notify you when I do put a video out. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for more. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.